Welcome back, everyone. Today we are doing another market update for Cobb County, Georgia, for single family homes. This is your June 2025 market update for single family homes in Cobb County, Georgia. We're going to talk about average sales price, days on market, as well as the saturation, whether it's a buyer's market or a average market or perhaps a seller's market, as well as some indicators on time and showings to pending. So again, this is your June 2025 market update for Cobb County, specifically for single family homes. My name is Tajh Walker. Let's get into it. Okay, so let's get into it and start with the average sales price for Cobb County in June 2025. So level set here, the green bar is going to be Cobb County, and we're specifically looking at single family homes as compared to the entire MLS, which is indicated here by the gray bar. So as of June of this year, the average sales price is $600,000, and that is up 1.4% as it is compared to June of last year of $592,000. So we can see a decent level of appreciation this year as compared to last year. Not as significant as the year prior. If you look 2024 to 2023, there was a 12.2% increase as indicated by the massive and quick appreciation that we've been seeing on the tail end of the pandemic. But as of today, in this month, we see a small uptick in appreciation as compared to this time last year. And if we look at the entire MLS, it also shows a small uptick in appreciation overall of about 0.5% at $553,000, up from $551,000 this time last year for the average sales price in June 2025 specifically. Again, remember, we're looking at single family homes in Cobb County. So let's take a look at new listings in Cobb County. And again, remember, just to level set, we're looking at June 2025, specifically single family detached properties in Cobb County. And as of June of this year, we're at 948, which were up 3% from last year at 920. So we have many more listings that have hit the market as compared to last year. And if you look at the entire MLS, indicated here by the gray, we had 9,100 last year and about 9,400 this year, up as well. So what does this indicate? We have more listings hitting the market. If you're a seller, this is not the greatest news because you have more competition. You have to price better, present better, as well as prepare better as your home enters the market to get it sold quicker and for a more agreeable price. And if you're a buyer, this is good news. You have a few more options to choose from as you enter the market. So good number to keep in mind, a small increase in the options and the number of listings for June of this year for single family residents in Cobb County. So let's jump over to the average days on market. This is one of my favorite numbers to talk about because it is an important number for sellers to keep in mind as we price their homes accordingly. It's an indication of how long it takes for a home to sell once it hits the market. So obviously the sooner and the quicker the better. But this indicates something that is notable. If we look at June of this year, it is the average days on market for single family homes is 27, which is up 35% from this time last year at 20. So we go from 20 to 27. Homes are sitting on the market longer than they did last year, specifically single family homes in Cobb County. So what does this mean? It means price your home accordingly if you want it to sell quicker. So I think sellers last year and the years prior, they were able to have a lot more of an ambitious number, get multiple offers, and negotiate that thing up and really, get the most and the biggest bang for their buck. Now, that's not to say they can't get a good deal this year. However, it is not the same market that we were in last year. Pricing your home accordingly and strategically is even more important now than it has ever been. And this is one indication of why that is. Homes are sitting longer, which means that offers aren't getting accepted as quickly because they're not agreeable, or homes are sitting longer because the negotiations are not going well. There's not enough buyers who think that the home is worth the seller's asking price, or they're not making any offers. Whatever the case may be, these numbers indicate that homes are sitting longer on market. And if you're a seller watching this, it's important to strategize not only in terms of price, but presentation. And if we look at the entire MLS for June for single family homes as well, it is also following suit with last year at 31 and this year at 38. So let's jump on over to pending sales. So this is a good number to keep in mind in terms of also how quickly homes are going from active or listed to pending, which is an accepted offer by a seller. So again, we're looking at single family homes, single family detached homes in Cobb County and comparing them to the entire MLS. So, and we're looking at June's numbers. So this year in June, we're at 524. And if we compare that to this time last year, we're at 614. So we have a decrease of almost 14% of pending sales. What does that mean? That means less homes are pending this time last year, which when I look at these numbers, it is an indication that there are not as many offers being accepted. Now, what does that mean? It could be anything from sellers don't have enough offers to choose from. It could be that the offers that they have aren't agreeable, which can be an indication of pricing sensitivity. Their home is not priced accordingly, and buyers are offering either lower than what they want, or when they finally do get an offer, the back and forth has either fallen through. Either way, this is something for sellers to keep in mind, right? In terms of timing. If they want their home to move in a reasonable amount of time, price sensitivity and pricing it on par with the comps in their market is really, really important. So again, real estate is very, very local and super specific. So this is a good number to keep in mind because we can obviously see that there's a decrease from this time last year in terms of pending sales, which is just simply a good indicator of how many homeowners or how many sellers are accepting offers that are agreeable to them for whatever reason given their circumstance. So let's hop on over and look at month's supply of homes for sale. This is our monthly supply and demand. These are the numbers that folks want to know as an indication of whether we're in a seller's market, balanced market, or buyer's market. So just to level set here, 4 or below is a seller's market, 4 to 6, balanced market, 6 or higher, buyer's market. So as we look at the green bar, which is an indication of Cobb County, for June of this year, we're at 3.6, and this is up 44% from this time last year. So 2.5 was definitely a seller's market. Homes were flying. Homes were flying, as many folks probably watching this video have experienced, or if you've been in that home buying market for any length of time or talked to a friend, you know that things were moving very, very quickly. And this number here indicates a seller's market, right? Very hot market if you were on the sell side. Now we have noticed things have increased to 3.6, up 44%. So still less than 4. So we're not at a balanced market. And according to this, Cobb County in general for single family homes as of June of 2025 is still in a seller's market. Now, if you are in this market or have talked to folks who have sold their home in the past 3 to 6 months, there's probably been a little bit more negotiation, a little bit less offers on the table for sellers to deal with. But according to these numbers, we're still in a seller's market and sellers are in the driver's seat. Now, there may be less offers on the table, there may be more concessions or contingencies. However, we are not in a buyer's market in Cobb County for single family homes just yet. And if we look at the entire MLS, it is also following suit. It is an increase of 34%, 3.5 to 4.7. We've crossed the 4.0 threshold, and we are in more of a balanced market in the entire metro Atlanta area as indicated by these numbers, specifically for single family homes. So last but not least, this is probably one of my favorite statistics to go over with sellers, and is an indication of average showings to pendings. Now this is a look at how many buyers need to see your home or to cross that threshold to get an offer that is accepted. So this is a great way to work backwards because it shows you I need 10 showings to get 1 offer. I need 15 showings to get 1 offer, right? So the better your home is priced, the better the location, the better the presentation. Obviously, the fewer people need to see it to get excited about it to make you an offer that's agreeable enough for a seller to accept it. So this is a great statistic to keep in mind. So if we look at Cobb County this year, we're at 13. And if we look at Cobb County this time last year, specifically again for single family homes, what we can see here, it was at 14.3. So we have a decrease of about 9%. So this is interesting to notice that it actually takes less people this year than it did last year, which is actually, if you are a seller, this is a good thing. It takes less folks to cross the threshold and see your home to present an offer that is acceptable to most sellers. And again, this is assuming that these buyers used the lockbox and entered the property. So it doesn't take into account folks who may have just looked at the exterior, maybe looked online and made a decision. These are folks that have actually probably likely went with a real estate agent, opened the lockbox, and gained access to the home and checked in that way. So that's how we're able to get this data. But all things considered, it's still a great number to keep in mind, because obviously the fewer people need to see your home to get an offer, the more beneficial it is to you as a seller, and the quicker your home will sell. So if your home is priced right, it's presented well, it's in a desirable area, it looks like it takes about 13 showings to get an offer that is acceptable, whereas last year it took about 14. And if we look at the entire MLS, it takes a little bit less as well, 12.3 to 11.9, about a 3.3% decrease to get an acceptable offer as well. And specifically, remember, we're looking at single family homes. So with that, that is all I have for you. I hope this information was valuable to you. Of course, my name is Tajh Walker, your local Cobb County real estate agent. All of my contact information is below, and there are some free resources for you in the description below. If you'd like a home valuation, check out that link in the description below. Or if you'd like to talk in more detail about your specific property in Cobb County, please feel free to reach out to me, and you can use the link in the description below, or give me a call or text me. All of my contact information can be found there as well, and we can go from there and talk in more detail. I look forward to meeting you, and I love the opportunity to be a realtor of choice. But with that, if you like these videos, you like this information, please let me know, give it a thumbs up, and I'll know to continue to make these videos and provide this information for you so you can make the best decision for you. With that, again, my name is Tajh. I will catch you all in the next video. Take care.